Hello, my name is Wilson Rivas, and I understand the curriculum as a guide that helps organize the teaching and learning process. It includes objectives, content, activities, teaching methods, and assessments. The curriculum is developed at different levels. So, first, we have on the top the super curriculum, which is related to the international level. An example is the CEFR, and this provides guidelines for learning and assessing a foreign language. On the number two, the second level, we have the macro curriculum, which corresponds to the national level. And in Colombia, we have the National Bilingualism Program and other guidelines for teaching English. So the next level will be the master curriculum, and this is developed by the educational institution. For example, if my institution may include English projects in its institutional educational project that it's called PEI, the PEI, and they decide like how English will be taught according to its context. Finally, we will have the micro curriculum, which is more like related to the classroom. And at this level, the teacher prepares the lesson plans, activities, and materials for the students itself. Different educational stakeholders participate in this process. So governments and educational organizations establish general guidelines, and the institutions adapt them to their context so teachers can develop activities and lessons plans for their students. Now, for example, in any case, I will say an English teacher can use the curriculum guidelines, but they also have to consider the level, like the interest and the needs for the students. So I think this is pretty important. So if I teach English to the children, like I can use songs, I can use flashcards, pictures, simple activities, because these resources can help them to learn in a more engaging way. Um, I feel also the curriculum can change over time because education is constantly changing and society and students have different needs. And technology is a prime, for example, how much of technology we see now that we don't see like 10, 20 years ago. So currently the teachers can use videos, digital activities, podcasts, and other technological resources to teach English, which I think is pretty useful because like teaching methods have also changed compared to the way we learn English, for example. So previously classes might have focused on like grammar, memorization, and now it's more like greater opportunity to emphasize on communication and speaking practice. So I think the interaction using the language in real situations, real scenarios also is really important. So for me, I think the curriculum shouldn't be completely fixed. It needs to adapt to the students, the educational institution, and the social context itself. So I think at the end of the day, like in conclusion, curriculum development is a process with different levels, from international guidelines to the activities carried out in the classroom. And I think the teachers played an important role because we have to adapt constantly the curriculum to the real needs of their students. Thank you very much.